Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. So, how are you all?
Good afternoon, sir.
So, in the last class, we did this lower bound of chromatic number. Okay, so let me continue. So, in this class, we can see the upper bound of chromatic number. So, for that, let me start with the topic. So, this is vertex coloring and upper bound. Okay, so we have already discussed K coloring, K critical graph. Okay, K colorable graph, click number, and independent number. So today we will discuss join of two graph, then Cartesian product of two graphs, and upper bound of chromatic number, or upper bound on the chromatic number. Okay, so let's start with the join of two graph. So anyone would like to define this? Do you know this already? Join of two graph? Yes or no? You know or not? So join of two graph.
No, sir.
Okay, you do not know. So let me define this now. So the join of two graph G and H is a new graph in which what you do actually, each vertex of G has an edge with each vertex of H. Okay, or you can say each vertex of G is adjacent to the each vertex of H. So it is denoted by, so like we denote it G join H, or you can say union type, but it's not the union. So union is like this. So G join H, we will denote it by this join of two graph. So for example, suppose G I have this one, you can say K2, and H I have, suppose this one, let's say this, or it is like P3, you can say. You can also say write like this. Okay, So G join H. So what we'll do, we have P3 and we have P2. So join each vertex of G to each vertex of H. So like this will be joined to this one, and this one, and to this one, and this one. Okay. So this is the graph. Okay. So let us discuss chromatic number. So what will be chromatic number of G?
2.
It is 2, correct. Chromatic number of H,
2.
it is again 2, yes. So like 1, 2, you can write 1, 2, 1. Okay. So what is the chromatic number of G join H?
So 4.
Okay, you get 4. Anyone else? Do you want to answer? So if we try, so like let's start here. 1, 2, and since uh, you can name the words like A, B, C, D, E. Okay. So A and C are non-adjacent, so they can be given same color, right? So like A has one has this color, suppose, and this is the color of this B. Then this can be given the same color, like A and C can have the same color because A and C are non-adjacent. Now D can have which color?
Any other color?
Okay, so we need any other color. Suppose this one we take, or if you name it like 1, 2, 1. This you can need third color because this D is adjacent to B and A both. B and A have different colors, so D has two different colors. Now for the E, what do you think? How many colors we need? Can we use 1, 2, 3?
No, sir.
No, because E has an edge with 1, so that's why you cannot use color of first color. I mean A. E has edge with B, so you cannot use color of 2, and E has edge with 3, so you cannot. So you have to take the new color, that is fourth one you can take, and suppose white is this. So you need 4 different color to level the vertices of this G join H. So chromatic number is 4. So you try to notice the things, okay? So chromatic number of G is 2, H is 2, and we get here 4. Okay, let me define new one. So anyone has doubt, you can ask. Simply join of two graph means you will join each vertex of first one to the each vertex of other one. So now suppose we have G as this P4 and H has this K3. Okay, so we want to make G join H. So you have let me put it here first, this one, and put it here. So each vertex has to be joined with the. So let's start with here. This has this vertex, this one, and this one. This have this, and this one. Can join it with this one, and then this one. This can have edge with this. Okay, fine. So each vertex of one graph is joined to the each vertex of the other. Okay, so again my question will be chromatic number of G. 1 2 1 2 2. Yes. Chromatic number of H,
3.
3. Now what is chromatic number of G join H? 'Everyone try it, okay? And try to get what is the chromatic number of this G join H.
5.
Okay, 5. So you can simply check, like it will have K5 as the, you can hear if you want to see. So chromatic number of this you got 4, and you can see, like if I write A B D E, check, this is a click, or you can say it forms K4. A B D E is a K4, isn't it? Each vertex has an edge with the other one. So that's why it has chromatic number 4. Same here, you can check here, like if I name, so A B C D E F G. So if I name it like A B E F G, check this. This is a click, or you can say this forms K5, because every click is a complete graph. So this will form K5. Check that. Okay, so directly you can say the chromatic number is going to be more than equal to 5, because of we have a click of size 5, and chromatic number is more than equal to click number, or as a subgraph you can get one click of size 5, maximum size 5 actually, maximum. So omega of G you will get 5. Now you can try leveling. So simply we can try. So 1, one here, 1, then 2, 1 2 1 2, right? 1 2 1 2, because this A and C are non-adjacent and B and D are non-adjacent. And then actually E F G, it is a triangle, so you have to give the third color. And E is adjacent to D as well as A, so that's why you cannot give the 1 2, you have to give third color. And then GEGF is a triangle, so you have to give different colors to the vertices. So 3 4 5, so you need exactly, so coloring gives, we need at least 5 color I mean minimum 5 color to label the vertices so that adjacent vertices have different colors. So we need 5. That's why the chromatic number is 5. So you try to see the relation. So it is 5. So try to see the relations. Like you can notice here also. Huh? It was 2, 2, and then you got 4. It was 2, 3, you got 5. Try one more. Okay. So like G is, you say this one. And H you say, let me call it this. Now you find G join H and their critical chromatic number. So what will be G join H? This C4. Let me write it here. Okay. So you join it. So like each vertex you have to join with this. Yes, you can join this, and you can join it here like this. Or will it be easier if I make like this? Okay. So let me try this. These are 4 vertices here, and this is 5. So join to everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again this one, this one, and this one. Okay. Then 1, 2, join this. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, like this. So it's very complicated, but you had this first, you had this, and then you had this. So simply you can decide actually. The chromatic number of G is how many? 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. You have to take 3 here. So chromatic number of H is 3. Or you directly know also, है ना? So what will be chromatic number of this? G join H. If you have noticed the pattern,
5.
yes, it is going to be 5, because we can see 1, 2, 1, 2 you can take here, but here again, since this vertex is adjacent to each 1 and 2, like we labeled 1 and 2, that's what I'm taking. So you have to give them a third color. Again, this is adjacent to 1, 2, 3 all. You have to give them a fourth color. Okay, and this one you can give the 4 only, because this has no adjacent 4 and 4. And then there you can give Okay, so one, this suppose white, one is this one, two, let's take this. Okay, three is fine, this one, four, we with this. Now the next one, I would like to this one, let's say A, B. So now see the B. So which color can you give to B?
Three.
Yes, 3, because it has no edge with 3. And so let's give 3. And which color you can give to A?
Other color.
Because it is adjacent with 1, 2, 3, 4, all. So you have to give the fifth color. Okay. So select anyone like, okay. So this is the fifth one. Fifth you need here. So that's why chromatic number is 5. Or you can simply see again, if I name it like A, B, C, D, E, and F, G, H, I. So if you notice, we can have which one? Can you tell me a click of size 5 in this graph as a subgraph? So you can start with like A, B. So this was 3 now. Yeah. So
Fi.
Fi is fine, but I want to know size. This is size 4. So can we get only size 4? Okay. So chromatic number, more than equal to click number. So here you will get click more than equal to 4. Okay. But 5 colors we need, as we have seen here in coloring thing. Coloring says you need minimum 5 colors. Yeah, A, B, F, I. So A, B, F, I has these edges. Yes, I think only 4, size 4 you will get. Okay. So this is a click of size 4. So like chromatic number of G is going to be more than equal to 4. So now you have to see how many colors minimum will be required. So after coloring we see it is 5. So minimum 5 color will be required. So that's why chromatic number is 5. So again, the thing to notice is 2, 3, and 5. So like in the last 3 example we decided. So I would like to give you the result. So result or proposition you can give. So for any two graph G and H, the chromatic number of join G and H will have chromatic number of G plus chromatic number of H. Okay, so this is going to be the result. Okay, so this is a join. Okay, the next thing comes Cartesian product. So next, Cartesian product of two graph. Okay, so you know already Cartesian product of two sets. Like in the lower class, you have seen A cross B is a set of order pair AB, or in lesson or function you have seen this. A cross B is a set of order pair AB such that A belongs to A and B belongs to B. This is a Cartesian product of two sets, but we are interested in two graphs. So the definition, if I write, so it will be, so the Cartesian product of two graph G and H. So this is written as G Cartesian product H. Okay, is the graph with vertex set V of G cross V of H. So Vg you already know. Vg is a vertex set of G and Vh is vertex set of H. So if I would like to define this term, 1 minute, so I will define there. Vg cross Vh means this is collection of order pair UV such that,
सर थोड़ा सा ऊपर कीजिए सर, वो लिखे नहीं है हम।
okay, okay. So which one you want? This one?
सर नहीं, नीचे नीचे सर, वो वर्टेक्स इज द ग्राफ विद वर्टेक्स, इस यहीं
Okay,
पे।
okay, okay. So the Cartesian product of two graphs G and H written as, so this is notation for Cartesian product of two graphs, and is the graph with vertex set Vg cross Vh. So Vg is a vertex set of G and Vh is a vertex set of H. So the vertex set in the Cartesian product will be like this. And I will continue the definition. Just I was defining this. What is the meaning of this? So let me continue the definition. Okay. So I will come to this term later on. So let me remove this now. First, let me finish the definition. Then I will make you understand. So the Cartesian product of two graphs G and H written as this: G Cartesian product H is the graph with vertex set Vg cross Vh. So Vg is a set, okay, vertex set. Vh is a vertex set of H. So you know Cartesian product of two sets we define like this: specified by putting u comma v. Okay, putting u comma v adjacent to u dash v dash if and only if so the first thing is, see, in the Cartesian product graph uv will be adjacent to u dash v dash if and only if the condition, suppose you see u is equal to u dash, means first coordinates of both the order pair are equal, then in that case v dash will be edge of h, and second, if v is equal to v dash, in that case u and u dash will be an edge in G. Okay, this is the definition. So I will verify this by one example. Okay, so I was telling this set is nothing but this you already know. Cartesian product means the order pair UV such that U is vertex in G and V is vertex in H. So this definition you know A cross B, the simple thing. A cross B is set of order pair A belongs to set A, B belongs to set B. So on the same basis I have written this. Now let's come to the example of Cartesian product of two graphs. So like I have suppose G as this one. You can say this P2, okay, or K2. And H is this one. Let's say this. This is P3, okay. So K2 and P3 I have. So name you can write. Suppose this is U1, this is V1. So this is U2, V2, W2, okay. Now I want to write the Cartesian product, okay. So Cartesian product means G Cartesian product H. So first of all, see, G has two vertices, H has three vertices. So Cartesian product will have how many vertices? Means this graph will have how many vertices? So you see the definition. What is cardinality of these two sets? You know cardinality of A cross B. So cardinality of A cross B is equal to cardinality of A into cardinality of B. Cardinality of A cross B is equal to cardinality of A into cardinality of B. Okay. So I'm asking you cardinality of this set. Which set? This set. So what is cardinality of vertex set of Cartesian product graph? How many vertices it will have?
6.
6, right? 2 3 are 6. It has 2, it has 3. So total vertices in the Cartesian product will be 6. 2 3 are 6. So how this graph will look like? So let me make the graph. So see, 2 3 are 6. So 2 vertices 3 times. So once, twice, and thrice. So this G will come 3 times because we have to make 6 vertices. And see this one. I will make this one here. So this you join, this is your one H and this is your other H. So this graph you are looking is Cartesian product of G and H. Okay, I would like to name the vertices. So like this was U1, this was V1, this was U2, V2, W2. So see here, this is the first in the G. So it will be U1 comma and in the H it is the first one that was U2. So this is U1 comma U2. This you can come U1 because first in this and this is the middle one in this H. So U1 comma V2. Here you will come. This is first in G. So it is U1 and this is the last one in H. I mean W2. Come here. So this is V2. Sorry V1. I mean the second end of G graph. So V1 and in the H you see it's the first one. So V1 U2. This again V1 V2. This again V1 W2. So these are the 6 vertices and the name is like this: U1 U2 U1 V2 U1 W2 V1 U2 V1 V2 V1 W2. And let's verify the definition. So whether it is satisfied or not. Okay, so it was condition that if first u is equal to u dash, like first ordinate you see equal, then v dash must be an edge in H. So now see in the where do you see first vertices are equal? Here see it is u1, it is u1. So first elements in the both order pair are equal. So u2 v2 must be an edge in this one. So yes, it is the edge in H. If first vertex are equal, then u2 v2 must make an edge between edge in H. Again you see u1 and u1. So second is v2 w2. So v2 w2 is and is in h. Now the second you can see, if v1 is equal to v2, I mean v is equal to v dash, second elements in both order pair are same, then in that case u dash must be an edge in G. So see here, now you look at this, you see u2 and u2 are same. So first one is u1 here and a v1, the u1 v1 must be an edge in G. So u1 v1 was an edge in G. Again same thing here, v2 v2. Okay, so v2 and v2, so this is u1 v1 is as in G. Again you can see w2 w2, so u1 v1 is as in this. Okay, so this is a Cartesian product graph. So if you understood, let us draw one more. So this was first example you say, and next example if I give you, so G is like this 3 and H is like let's say same graph 3. Okay, both are same. So G has 3 vertices, H has 3 vertices. So G Cartesian product H will have how many vertices?
9.
It is 9. Simple. So it has 3 3s are 9 vertices. So like 9 means 3 3 are 9. Both have to be 3 times. Like this, this, this. And then other one you will put like this. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and this 1, 2, 3, like this. So if you want you can make it vertical, no problem. So you can make it vertical. Just for understanding, whatever way you make. So like the name is like u1 v1 w1, u2 v2 w2. So according that you can make here. So this is u1 comma u2, this is, so second one is this v1 comma u2, this is w1 comma u2. So u2 was the first one. Okay, so first one in all the h, first one in all h, so that's why it is u2 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 are used. So next one you write, so this one is middle one in the h and first one in the G, so it is u1 comma v2, this is going to be middle in both. Okay, so v1 comma v2 and this w1 comma v2. Okay, similarly here, so it is a third vertex in h w2 and here is u1, so u1 w2 v1 w2 and w1 w2. This is your G Cartesian product H. Okay, this was G and this was H. Definition, you can verify the definition. Again u2 u2 are equal, so u1 v1 makes an edge in G. When you say u1 u1 are equal, so u2 v2 makes an edge in H according to definition. Okay, so I would like to ask you, here, so what was the chromatic number of G, what was chromatic number of H, and what is chromatic number of G Cartesian product H? Tell me three, all three.
Sir, 2, 2, 2.
2, 2, 2. Yes. So everyone, okay, 1, 1, sorry, 1, 2 you can take here, 1, 2, 1 you can take here. Here you can take like 1, 2, then here you can take 1, 2, 1, 2. Fine. So no two adjacent have same color, or two adjacent vertices must have different color. So you can see here, it is fine. Okay, come here. So again here, chromatic number of
The
G.
same.
Okay, chromatic number of G H. So 2, 2, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Then again here 1, 2, 1. Like here 2, 1, 2. Then 1, 2. Okay. So one is a color. One means first color. Two means second color. Labeling. Okay. Let me do the next. So next is you take G as this one, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and H as, okay, let's take easier one again, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can make it if you want, you can make it like this. So P4 and P3. Okay, so this is again easy. Uh, so G Cartesian product H, if you make, so how many vertices it will have Cartesian product?
12.
So 4, 3 are 12. So you make it 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 12 you have to make it 3 times. Okay, and now you fit H on it. So like this. Okay, these are H, and this was G. And you can name accordingly, like we were doing U1, V1, W1, suppose Z, like this. U2, V2, W2. Accordingly, we can name it. So same like chromatic number of G, 2, chromatic number of H, 2, okay, and chromatic number of G Cartesian product is, again you will get. Is it 2? So 1, 2, 1, 2, no, 1, 2, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. Any two adjacent vertices will have different color. Okay. So like one is this color, suppose. All vertices of color, same color, forms an independent set. So you can collect independent set. Here. And color 2, if I write like this. Okay. So now let's change some little bit example. So now let's take G as this one. So K3, and H as, you can take anyone, okay, like this, P3. Now Cartesian product of G and H will have how many vertices?
9.
So it will be 9. So simply, so if you make 3 3 are 9. So again 3 times G you have to make. So if I make like once, twice, and thrice. So see now, so this is 3 vertex. So you can join these three. This is your H. You can join these three. This is your H, and this, and this you join. This is your again H. So you can see there are 9 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Again, you can see the chromatic number. So chromatic number of G, H, and G Cartesian product H. You can name it, right? So I'm not naming it like U1, V1, W1, again U2, V2. So you can name like this. This is U1 comma U2. Okay. This is V1 comma U2. This is W1 comma U2. And similarly, you can do that. W1 comma V2. This is W1. No, it is U1. U1 comma V2, and this is going to be V1 comma V2. This will be the third one. So W2 first, write for Z. So it is G V1 and W2. This is V1. Sorry, this is in the G. It is W1, and in H it is W2. And here you can write it here U1 and W2. Okay, you can check the condition. Yeah, chromatic number of G is 3, 2. So what is for Cartesian product?
So 3.
So it is 3. Yes. So you can level accordingly. 1, 2, 3. Then here is 3 joined. So you take it 2, 1, 3. Oh, sorry. 2, 1, 3 will not travel. So 2, 3, 1. Make like this. Okay. Here I am making 3. Fine. So 2, 3, 1. So 2, 3, 1. Okay. So make sure adjacent vertices have different color. And then you can take 2, 1, and 3. Okay. So again you notice the pattern, what I like to tell. So in the first one you see this, you see 2, 2, 2. You see 2, 2, 2. Again in the this one also 2, 2, 2. You come here 3, 2, 3. Okay. This one make one more. So so G is let's take this, and H is take this. Okay. So how will we G Cartesian product H? So how many vertices we will have?
12.
12. And then can you make the graph? So this is equivalent. So like 3 4s are 12. So you have to make triangle 4 times, or then quadrilateral 3 times. You can do that. So देखो, see something is like, so it's better you can this graph is equivalent to 1 2 3 1 2 and 3. This will make easier. Okay, so you can make this graph as this also. So there's C3, or you say K3. So 4 threes are 12. Okay, we need 12 vertices. So it has 4. So we have to make it 3 times. So let me make it like this. You can make horizontally also, you can make vertically also. Like I'm writing vertical, you can make it horizontally also. Okay. But this will again you need to join now. So you need to join this one, this one, this one. So like you can see this, and this. So that is not making good. So let's change a little bit. Okay. So this graph you can write like, no, you can write like this also, no problem. Just to write in a good way. Otherwise you can make other figures also. This, this, and this. So roughly, so this one, this one, this one would make 1. So you join it in a line and join this. Again, this one, and this one would be in, okay, and you have to join it also. So how would like to join it? Like this. So like this is this. So let's make it this. Okay. Just try to understand what I'm doing. This you can join, and again there is an edge from here to here. Okay. Again this one, and this one. Join here, and there is an edge from here to here. So this is one extra edge. Okay. This is not very good figure, so I will try to make it one more. This will be better like this. Okay, so you understood actually what I want to solve. And then you can join this one, this, you know. And they have an edge. Again this one, this one, this one. So you make an edge here. This is an edge. This one, this one. So they have an edge like this. Okay, so you can name accordingly. Okay, so just I would ask, so what is the relation between chromatic number? So again you can see chromatic number of G, chromatic number of H. Yeah, so what is for G?
3.
3. For H it is 2. And what about this one? G, Cartesian product H.
So 3.
Yes, it is 3, like 1, 2, 2, 1. Can I write this? 1, 2, 2. Yes. And now here you can take it 1. Is it 1? You can take it 2. Okay, 2 here. And here you can take it 1. No, 1 will make trouble with upper one. Yeah, so you have to change here, right? Hey, I have done something wrong. See here. So 1 2 1 2, right? This is fine now. Adjacent vertices will have different colors, we make sure. So 1 2 1 2, is it fine now? Yeah. And since it is a triangle, you see this is a K3, so here you have to give the third color, because here is 1, here is 2, so you have to give the third. Again here you have to give the third color. Oh, that will make problem, right? So the strategy should be, there are many way to level, okay? So what I'm doing, one, you can do triangle way or you can do rectangle way. Like if I do triangle way, 1 2 3, okay? So here you see 3 1 2, okay? You focus on triangle, there are 4 triangles, you just make it combination of that. And so 1 3, you can take 1 if you want. Here you can take, okay, 2 3, no problem, okay? So 1 2 3, here you want to take what, 3 1 and 2, is it fine? See, anywhere you see two adjacent vertices have same color. This is fine or not? What do you see? Anything wrong in it?
No, sir.
This is fine, okay? So chromatic number is going to be 3, obviously. Okay, so I would like to see, do you see any relation? Here is C. So here you can see 3 2 3. Yeah, so what is the relation between this?
So the maximum chromatic number is the chromatic number of the Cartesian product.
Yes, so for any two graph G and H, the chromatic number of G Cartesian product H is going to be equal to maximum of chromatic number of G and chromatic number. Whichever is the larger will be the chromatic number for the Cartesian product. Okay. So today actually I discussed mainly two things: a join of two graphs and Cartesian product of two graphs and their chromatic numbers. So in the next class I will continue with the upper bound. So we have not discussed, student time is fast. So upper bound, okay, of chromatic number. So I think that's all for today. Anybody has any doubt?
No, sir.
So I think that's all. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. So we'll see you next class.
Thank you, sir.